said it because even in the interview, she really didn't say much. I think they just took a snippet and just went crazy. All she said was, she asked her a question: "Would you date a bus driver?" She said no.
She asked her a question.
She owns the bus. She said no. She owns the bus, and then they went onto a whole nother topic. So I didn't get like what is all of this fuss about.
Well, like, that what they switched the narrative. They turned it into a racial issue toward that girl, and I don't understand what that is. Now, Milan, I know that you have a certain preference, and I know you like what you like, right? I'm not mad at it, and I don't think that anybody should be mad at her for her own preference. Do you see what I'm saying? It's the same thing. Now, Milan, you have a platform. I think that this is something. Well, you should probably speak on this, or maybe add your 2 cents in there.
You know what? I have so much. I have something going on really, really major on the back end right now. So if you haven't noticed, or if y'all haven't noticed, I really haven't been posting much of anything.
Notice?
Yeah. So I haven't been doing it. I have been trying to stay off social media because a lot of times people. For instance, this last week, I said maybe like 2 things about somebody. And the way it was painted on the blogs was like I was actually on live reading these 2 people when I actually was not. The first thing that they posted on the blogs was me talking about Akasha Bentley and Mad Hoes and her other songs. Everybody who was in my live know that Akasha had just dropped off my live and we were keying. I had called her phone. We was laughing. She started talking shit about me. And then that piece was a follow-up of me and her keying. They only posted the part where it looked like I'm fucking talking trash about a transgender woman. I love Akasha. We go out together. We hang out every weekend. And that's how me and her keep on live when we're on live. I just think sometimes people will try to paint a narrative to fit whatever type of messy ass storyline that they want to say about you. And then the comments and people who are just kind of like lambs, they accept just about anything without having critical thinking. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's a lot of dumbass fucking people who just believe anything they hear on the internet and just go run with it. So that's
but Milan, you know, with you being a gay man, you know that they try to demonize the gay men, right? Like they want you to be,
of course.
Well, they want you to be public enemy number 1. They want you to hate women. They want you to, you know, do all these vitriol things toward.
No, Dreamer, she didn't get mad. I was just with her today. We went out today.
Okay, well now since you're here and since you brought it up, what do you think about Akasha's music? I heard it. What do you think?
I definitely love Mad Ho. She got a new song called Rickiana. I love that song. I do think that just about anybody, including myself, because I've made this mistake, and I think, you know, anybody that's in music, we try to put out a lot of content sometimes instead of just kind of like narrow in on each project one by one to make it as best as possible. And so I think, you know, she's a new artist, so she probably did that. But I do love Mad Hoes. And if she stay on that type of vibe, she will be extremely successful because that song is something that everybody can relate to. Straight, gay, black, white, Chinese, anybody. So, yeah.
Period. Well, listen, I take your word for it, and we appreciate your perspective and your opinion of things, Milan, because, you know, you do a lot out here. We see you moving around. We see you doing your big one. And, you know, we celebrate you as one of our leaders, like a pioneer. I think I've said this to you before. And so I didn't hear whatever that beef was between y'all, but I know that you...
No, it was no beef. But they tried to make it into some tea. Like, the blog tried to make it into like it wasn't. And it was never any beef in the first place, so it was just kind of weird.
Well, the same thing they did to Ebony K. Williams. And so you're going to need somebody to vouch for you and come through and really, you know, express to the people who Milan really is. Milan, we know you to be a good guy.
Can I have admin?
Huh?
Can I have admin really fast?
Okay. I'm going to give Milan admin real quick, y'all. And this is just going to be for a key. Because y'all know we really don't do admin, but it's Milan in the building. We got to do it.
Thank you so much.
Okay, period. Milan got admin. Y'all be careful what y'all say. I don't even know what's going to happen right now. But Milan, listen. So, with you got a new project on the way. Is it music? Is it a new acting deal?
It was a TV show. Well, of course, I got 2 TV shows, but I also have like some stuff that's happening, like in like a very big business move. Put it that way.
Okay. So. I know that you had teamed up with Ray J. You guys are doing the Dosh Network. Are you still over there with them?
Yeah, I still am. Ray J's no longer over here, so that was kind of a holdup that we had. Ray J's actually the person who brought me to the network, and then he got into it with the person who was the CEO or the shareholder about financial issues or whatever, and he no longer is over there. So, but I'm still over there. They gave me a few points.
Okay, and so that network, you guys were you guys planning to bring us content like Zeus or more of a structure?
We definitely aren't planning on bringing no one any content like Zeus. We plan on bringing content like Dodge. Yeah, I don't want to be making no content like no other bitch. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, we definitely are. Like I said, one of the things that was happening with why we haven't immediately just jumped into stuff because the last 4 months has been some legal issues going on with Ray J and the team, but finally they've squashed it. So we got just give me a week. That's why I said give me about a week or two and everything that I got going on comes out. So it's gonna be really, really dope. So
we're excited, Milan. You know that you never cease to amaze us. And so, I know you got something really big planned for us. I want to ask you a question real quick though. I know you to be a pioneer of the Bigo dating show thing. Like you did it first. Am I wrong?
Mm-hmm.
You did the Bigo dating show first.
Yes.
Right. So you kind of made that a realization for Bigo. You brought that to fruition. Milan is the pioneer of the Bigo dating show, right? Recently we saw somebody come through. I think his name is K-Way or something like that.
Yeah,
and they did a show. Were you present for that? Did you have anything to do with that? Like, were you involved?
No, I wasn't. It actually was in Atlanta. I was invited they had like multiple events that weekend, and I was busy, so I couldn't make it to any of the events, even though it was in my hometown. But no, I didn't have anything to do with it. Bigo teamed up with Quay and gave him a love show, kind of similar to mine. And hopefully they can, do that to different hosts. Like, they did it for me, and they did it for Quay. Maybe they can do it for you next time, or they can do it for, what I'm saying? I think that would be the cute thing.
Right, and thank you for saying that, Milan. Jason Lee has suggested that I do a daytime talk show, and so we're trying to see how that works out for me, and then maybe we'll lead up to a dating show because Remotely is single, I am on the market, and I do need a little bit of tender love and care, if you know what I mean.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I know what you mean for sure. What kind of guys are you into? Are you like what's your team?
Well, I like them. I like them handsome. I like them to be something out of a magazine.
Caucasian, black, Chinese.
Well, race is not an issue, but I do require a certain aesthetic. I do.
And what's that?
Certain bone structure and a certain type of body type.
What? No, go ahead and tell me what's those.
Well, I like a strong jawline. I like a good chiseled type of facial structure.
Okay.
I do like a good set of broad shoulders, right? And I like some thick calf muscles. And
so they don't have to be Caucasian?
Not necessarily, no. I've seen guys from all walks of life, black, Puerto Rican, Cuban, white, whatever, right? Like Latino, all of that stuff. And they've been attractive to me, but, I've never had the opportunity with some of them. And so if I were to do a dating show, I would love to have that mixture, a good mixture of everything that I like.
Okay.
It's not hard. It's not difficult. I've seen it. Like, I can call them out to you one by one. I'm not going to do it right here because we're public, but I could call them out like this one. And you would have your blacks in there. You would have your whites. You would have your Latinos, like all of them. Like you would have them in there. Your Asians even. Your Asians, your Japanese and stuff like that. Your Middle Easterns. You would have all of them in there.
Okay. No, I think that would be a great thing. Like I said, I think like a lot of the top Bigo broadcasters, I think they should, give them a project like they afforded, the opportunity that they afforded me and Quay. Again, I think every month they should move it around, unless they're just going to continue, redoing it with us. But I definitely think it would probably be more interesting if they did it with different broadcasters.
Yeah. Now, if I'm considered for that situation, Milan, you have to be an advocate. Like, you're going to have to kind of, actually speak up and say, hey, yeah, I think Remotely would be a great.
Well, did you apply for your badge? Because because I'm still. I don't know what's going on. I told
With the
you when you
Milan?
applied.
Okay, well listen, here we are, y'all. So Milan.
Yeah, I told you when
let's
you
do this
applied the
formula.
first
Milan,
time. Let me tell you.
let's do
Let
a
me tell you.
formula.
Hold on.
Milan,
When you
if
first
remotely
applied
would
for
like
your
to join the
badge,
Milans, would you welcome me into the family?
of course.
Here. Okay.
So I told you when you first apply for your badge, it takes 3 days. After 3 days, it disappears. So I never got an opportunity to see it because those particular 3 days I was really busy, so I never seen it. But I definitely think you would be a great fit, especially now, especially when you're broadcasting more, you're doing panels more, you're doing shows. So you've really kind of tapped into at least this side of Bigo. Because at first you was kind of doing your own thing, like you know. So.
Well, if we're being honest, I was being blackballed at that time, and
because you was hanging out with Jason Lee.
Come on now, let's not do that. Jason he's that nigga for right now. But let's just be honest.
You were being blackballed because you were hanging out with Jason.
Milan, listen, you may not. It may have went beyond or went past you because of whatever reasons. You had a lot going on. Like I said, you've been doing your show, and you've had, you got your sex toys out there and stuff like that. You have multiple businesses to kind of, pay attention to and stuff. You know what I mean? And so I'm not blaming you, but yes, there was a time where I applied and I was ignored, but everybody ignored me. It wasn't just you. Like, everybody rejected me during that time, and I was surprised. I was shocked. But you're right. I'm a little bit more open now. I'm a little bit more relaxed. I'm a little bit more in tune with what's happening on Bigo. And so the fact that you welcome me into the family, I'm flattered. And I guess we can say right now, it's official, y'all. Like, remotely is a Milan. I will go ahead and submit as soon as I log off today. And I'm excited about what's to come.
Let's go. And make sure you put your trident in your I don't know if you use a king or queen, because,
Put what?
You put a trident in your name, like maybe like one of your M's. You can put like
the symbol.
Yeah, and then
well, you gotta send me my font though, right? Don't you send the font?
You can use your own font. You can do whatever you want with the font.
Yeah, you just want me to put that fork. It's a fork.
The fork, yeah, the fork in your name. Like where it says remotely, you can put a T right. You can put the fork right there. See.
Okay.
Like,
and then when I come to the meetings, you're gonna bring me up, or you're gonna leave me down there in the commune with all the other people?
No, on your very first meeting, which will be next Sunday, you definitely will be up on it.
Okay, period. All right. Okay, period. So Milan, listen, y'all, it's official. Milan just came through here. Milan really just spoke to remotely. I've always admired you, Milan. Let me say that. I actually knew who you were prior to coming to Bigo. I don't know if you know that or not, but I've always been aware of who you are, and I've always respected you and admired you, and really just acknowledged you as somebody who you have so much to offer. I see your work ethic. Like, you have your hand in so many different things, and that's what we all want to kind of be that guy. We all want to kind of.
I love that Big Drika. Look what Big Drika made for you.
Drika, okay. We all want to kind of live that lifestyle where we're busy and we're just kind of jet setting. You have an event coming up, Milan. Is it the Pride event coming up?
Yeah, Pride in DC. Yeah, I'm hosting Pride in DC.
I always see you on flyers, and you're always out here really just being booked and stuff. And so if I'm gonna get behind anybody and be represented by anybody, it's gonna be somebody like Milan. So shout out to you, Milan.
Yeah. No, shout out to you. Keep doing your thing. I don't want to take too much of your time from your live.
Okay, period.
And I will once you get off, apply, and I'll accept.
Yeah, I'll send it over. Thank you, Milan.
Okay. Bye, babe.
Y'all, Milan is one of the real ones on this app. It's only so many of them, y'all. Like, I'm just keeping it 100. It's only so many of the real ones on the app, and to see them showing me love like that, like, it's crazy to me, y'all. But I mean, I guess it just comes with the territory because I have been on this app for a long time, and Jason Lee was the first person that really gave me that green light, and I cannot take that away from Jason. Jason gave me what he gave me, and I took it and ran with it. And so shout out to the Milans, shout out to Mother Tang. They said don't cry, Ramona. I'm not finna cry. Why y'all think I'm finna cry? Like, you need to stop. I cry when I cry. I mean, it's emotional, you know what I mean? But I'm not finna cry because, I mean, like, it's like a full circle moment right now. And like I told y'all, like, even when it comes to the Rick Roses and stuff like that, like, I know who these guys are. See, what y'all don't understand is that I've been remotely before I came to Bico. I've always been on social media. I might not be the most popular person. I might not be the most recognized on social media, but I've been on social media, so I know who these guys are. Like, I know who they are. You know what I mean? And so to finally get that kind of, you know, acceptance and recognition, it means a lot. Shout out to Mother Tay, because Mother Tay has kind of made a lot of this stuff happen too. Without me saying that, I don't really have to say that, but like just the fact that Mother Tay has given me the opportunities that she gave me. Like, I say that and then I don't say it because, well, I mean, if they didn't blackball me, see, I was heavily blackballed. I was heavily blackballed. Heavily, severely blackballed. If they wouldn't have blackballed me the way they blackballed me, I wouldn't have had to struggle the way I struggled. But see, they blackballed me, they kept me. Anyway, shout out to Milan. So yeah, y'all, we are officially Milans right now. I think I look like a Milan. Like, look at me. It's giving Milan, right? It looks like Milan. Like, it's really giving. Like, that's what it's like. I mean, it, like, my look, it gives. And I know y'all say, oh, it's a bunch of trade over there. It's a bunch of, you know, trade kind of people over there. That's fine. That's fine. But like, when you say the word Milan, like, this is really what it gives. Like, the aesthetic. Right? Yeah. I mean, for real though. Okay. Like, it gives Milan. Like, this is Milan. Like, this is what it looks like. It looks like money. Like Milan, you know, like Milan screams money. Like, remotely, like, I give money, y'all. Like, I do. I'm broke as fuck, but I give money. I really give $1 million girl. I really do. I hate to say that. I don't mean to say that, but I really do. They don't want to tell y'all that. They don't want y'all to know that, but it gives $1 million girl. I mean, look. I'm just saying, like, considering your other options, like considering everything else, considering your Madam Lowe's, considering your all them other bitches, like, I don't want to call too many names because I don't want anybody to be mad at me, but considering it gives $1 million girl. And see, let me help y'all understand this too. See, Milan is a Hollywood kind of guy, y'all. Like Milan, he does this Hollywood thing right. So he gets it. Like, he understands me. He does. It takes a Milan to green light remotely. It takes a Mother Tang, somebody who done been doing this shit for a minute, to green light remotely. Like they have to. I don't want to take nothing away from y'all because I love y'all's support. And I love how y'all come through and show me love. But it requires that kind of stamp and that kind of thing to help y'all understand what I'm doing. I could do the best job ever. I could come here and show up and show out every day. But without that, like y'all won't really get it. Like y'all won't really understand it. But I've always been there with the Milans. I've always been there with the platforms. I've always been there with the Jason Lees and the Gag Nations. I've always been that kind of person, y'all. I don't mean to toot my own horn. I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to toot my own horn. But if I'm being honest, what I'm trying to say is that that's just who I am. This is who I am, y'all. And it's never changed, but I've been prevented. Yeah, I'm my own brand, y'all. Like I am remotely. No shade. I am remotely. Let's get that correct. I am remotely. But what I'm saying is that I can be remotely all day long. And I can sit up here and do my big one every day, right? But you have to have the greats come through and show you love. And I'm so grateful and I'm so honored and I'm so flattered to have the greats come through and just kind of pour into remotely. It means a lot to me. It does. I've always been remotely. I'll never be nothing but remotely, right? And it'll never change no matter who pour into me. But the fact that they pour into me, like it means a lot to me. Because what a lot of y'all fail to understand is that, and this could be a lesson to y'all, I've always maintained who I am. Like I've always just done me, y'all. Like I say what I want to say. You know what I mean? Like I move how I want to move on the app. You know why I do that though? Not because I'm trying to bother nobody or rub somebody the wrong way. No, that's not what we're doing. But what I'm doing is I'm trying to establish a level of integrity and a certain level of respect for the app itself, right? So everybody be talking about, well, remotely, all you do is wear a face full of makeup. Well, bitch, just because I care about what we're doing now. Like, this is my presentation. Like, I actually value what I do. Like, I look at this as like an opportunity, not a privilege. This is an opportunity. It's an opportunity to showcase and broadcast and really just kind of, like entertain and, do something that maybe somebody else couldn't do or just didn't have the courage to do. Well, let me be your guide. Let me be your leader. Let me be your role model. And I mean that in the most respectful way to anybody and everybody out there. Okay. Yes, we are in the building, and thank you. Did somebody do a lottery? What the lottery say, y'all? What does the lottery say? I can't even see what the lottery say. Remotely's in the house. Okay, in the house. Okay, period. We in the house. Okay, we in the building, but tonight we in the house. Okay, no shade though. And y'all know it's all love. Y'all know that we welcome any and everybody. Y'all know that this is a space, and I say this all the time, everybody has a voice. So shout out to Milan for coming over and speaking on the Ebony K. Williams situation. I don't know if any of y'all had anything to say about that, but I was going to play the Dr. Umar portion of that conversation. What I'm going to do right now, hold on. Yeah. So what I'm going to do right now, though, I'm going to actually leave that where it's at. We'll come back to it in the morning because I'm going to do a daytime show. I told y'all that they're pitching a daytime show for remotely. They keep saying their hands. Okay, so you're out of here, and I hope. You know what? Before I kick you, though, let me say this to the comments and everybody who's watching and listening right now. How many folks we got? No, we got 1K. What are we doing with 1K views? Can somebody send me some gifts? Are we on 1K views? Oh my God. How do we do 1K? What's going on? Oh my God. Okay, all right. So let me just say this. For anybody who's concerned about my hands and how my hands match up with my face, let me tell y'all something. I do a full face of makeup. Okay? Like I really go in and I paint, right? What you will learn, because see, the people who say that are people who don't know nothing about makeup, you don't know lighting, like you don't know nothing about that. Ain't nobody trying to bleach or trying to change their skin tone. But when you do your different bronzers and your different highlighters, your face is the most projected portion of your body. So if there is a light or any type of brightness directly in front of you, your face will pick it up before any other portion of your body picks it up. Okay? Keep in mind, I did not do makeup on my hands. I did makeup on my face. And guess what? My face is not my hands. Your hands are driving and handling the steering wheel in the car. Your hands don't necessarily have to be the same color as your face in order for you to do a good match with your makeup. You don't match your makeup with your hands. You match your makeup with your fucking face. You stupid bitches. And I'm done explaining that to y'all. But see, because I know, and the reason why I'm done is because you'll never understand and you'll never get it anyway, because you broke, you bottom of the barrel, you don't give, you mad, you a hater, and makeup wouldn't look good on you no motherfucking way. You can't wear no makeup. You don't know how to do no makeup. It never gave makeup for you. We're glamorous and you're jealous. We're glamorous and you're jealous. Those are the facts. See, that's the facts. And that's what you're mad at. We're glamorous and you're mad. But you know what though? I'm showing you the door. Like you can leave. Nobody's forcing you to be here. And guess what? You're not gonna change up my makeup routine. I'm gonna look like this every fucking day and every fucking night. You don't pay for this makeup. You don't run me up. You don't pay my bills. You don't give me. You don't do shit but sit there and run your mouth. You could never do what we do. Let me see you cam up. Let me see you go live. Let me see you apply for your badge. Let me see Milan come to your live. Let me see Mother Tay come to your live. Let me see Jason Lee come to your live. Let me see Bo come to your live. Let me see Mother Kitty come to your live. Ain't nobody coming to your live, bitch. Let me see God Zeus. Let me see God Zeus pop up in your shit. It'll never happen. And you're still running your mouth. I try to, you know what, let me relax. Stop. We're going all night, y'all. I'm here all night. I ain't going nowhere. I'm here all night. So y'all, you know what I mean? Like, and I love y'all down boots. Y'all know I'm always nice and I'm always respectful to y'all. We got so many topics to get through. It's so much stuff we finna talk about. Lil' Kim is on tour with Janet Jackson. How about that one? See, y'all counted Lil' Kim out. Lil' Kim is back out here doing her big one. She a little stiff, okay? Shout out to Lil' Kim. She's a little stiff. But, hey, shout out to Lil' Kim. I'm glad that she got her, well, I'm not gonna say she got her career back, but she has another shot. She's on tour with Janet. Somebody said talk about Jamie Foxx. I don't know if I want to talk about Jamie Foxx. I think Jamie Foxx had a stroke. And I don't think they read it. I think I said this already. I think Jamie Foxx had a stroke. I think that it fucked with his. I think it fucked with him. You know what I mean? Like, I hate to say that, but I think he had a stroke. He had a stroke. They're not gonna tell y'all that, but he had a stroke. Anyway, because I'm gonna go to the bathroom and pee real quick. I'm gonna play y'all a song real quick, and then I'm gonna come back, and we're gonna get into Dr. Umar and what Dr. Umar said. Because Dr. Umar, you know, everybody be looking for Dr. Umar. What did Dr. Umar say? What did Dr. Umar say? Y'all so concerned about what Dr. Umar said. Why y'all so concerned about what Dr. Umar said? Dr. Umar, first of all, is it just because he's black? Like, is that what it is? A hotel. A whole hotel. But this is what they are begging for. They're begging for his opinion. And they're begging for his perspective on what Ebony K. Williams said. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna only play it one time now. I'm gonna play it one time just to continue this whole topic or whatever, and then I'm gonna close it up. I'm gonna play y'all what he said. I'm gonna close it up because I'm not finna. Y'all, first of all, y'all already know how I feel, so it is what it is. I said what I said. Let me go pee real quick.